Hello guys, my name is Arnold. So in this tutorial we are going to learn about Autodesk Civil 3D. So this tutorial is meant to help survey engineers in their engineering projects such as road and pipeline topographical survey designs. So we are going to concentrate on these major sections. Number 1 is data import and management. Number 2 is creating alignments. Number 3 is profile design. Then number 4 is profile band creation. So today we are going to mainly focus on data import and management. So on data import and management, we will be looking at managing and organizing survey points. Then the next part we are going to look at surface creation and analysis. So that is all for this tutorial. So let us dive into the work for today. So before you do anything, the first thing you have to have your Autodesk Civil 3D software installed in your computer. So you have to open your Autodesk Civil 3D. So this is my Autodesk Civil 3D. Then from there we want to set the data frame of our project before we do anything. So for you to set your data frame or the projection of your project, you go on to toolspace here, then you navigate here to the settings bar. Then after that you go on to click where it says drawing 1 here, you select it, then you right click, then from there you navigate where it says edit drawing settings. Then from there as you can see, there's a page which pops up for you. So we want to set the projection of our project as well as the data frame. So for you to set the data frame, you go on to categories, then from there you go and choose your data frame. So your datum, sorry, you go and choose your datum. So for our datum, we were working with World Geodetic System 84, which is WGS 84. So you go and search for World Geodetic System, which is WGS 84. You navigate where it is. So here is my UTM WGS 84. You select it. Then from there, the zone which I am using, it's zone 36 degrees south. So from here you expand this button, then you navigate to search for your zone, which is my zone here. It's zone 36 degrees south. Navigate here. So as you can see, here is my zone 36 degrees south. You select it. When you are done, you click apply. So everything is okay, then you click OK. Then from there we want to save our project before we proceed with any workings. So from here you come here to save your drawing. So you select the folder where you want to save your drawing. As for me, I want to save it on desktop. You select the folder. My folder is 80. Here you open it. Then from there you name the file name of your drawing. So the file name of my drawing, I'm going to name it surface creation. So that is my name. When you are done, you click save. Then from there we want to import our survey data into our software. So you simply type the command import points. Import points. Then from there you navigate to this green button. you click it. Then from there you choose the file with your data, with your survey data. So as for me, my data is on desktop, folder is 80. Then from there, here is my data, which is raw data. So before you do anything, you want to import your survey data into Autodesk Civil 3D in a format which is recognizable by Autodesk. So the first thing, you have to check if your data is in the format which is recognizable by Autodesk Civil 3D. So as for me, I am going to use the format which says point, northing, easting, elevation and description. So what you do here is you simply select your file of the data of your survey data, you right click, then from there you open your file with Excel so that you can edit the recognizable format that you want. Then you open with Excel. Okay, here. So as you can see, these are my survey points or my survey data. So we want to leave our data in the format point, northing, easting and elevation. So what you do here, you select this and delete unnecessary data here, then right click, then you delete. Then from there, we want to leave it in the form point, northing, easting and elevation. So we take our description here, you cut it here, then you paste it here. Then from there you delete this column. After that, as you can see, our data is now in the format point, northing, easting, elevation and description. So you can delete this row. Then when you are done, you save your data as a CSV comma delimited. So you come here, you save as, then you choose your folder where you want to save your survey data. Here is my folder, which is 80. Then from there you save, you choose the format that you want to use. I want to use CSV comma delimited. You select this. Then from there you give the name of your survey data. Maybe I can say it's cleaned raw data. Then from there you save. Do you want to save? Then you click yes. Then from there you exit. Do you want to save your changes to clean the raw data? You say don't save. Then when you are done, you come and select your data, which is clean the raw data. You select this. Then from there, files of type. Here you can choose the files of type, but I recommend you to use all files. Then when you are done, you click open. So as you can see, our survey data have been imported successfully, as you can see from this green tick. Then from there you choose, you specify the point format of your data. As for us, we have used point, northing, easting and elevation, which is comma delimited. So you select here. Then from there you come and add a point group to your survey data. You click here. Then from there, so for the point group, maybe we can name it A80 point group. When you are done, you click OK. Then from there, everything is okay. Then you can say OK here. So as you can see, our survey data is not yet displayed in the Civil 3D model space. So what you do is you can simply come here, where it says zoom extends, you can use this button to click zoom extends, or you can simply type ZE, a short command for zoom extends, then you press enter. So as you can see, here is our survey data imported in our software. This is our survey data. As you can see, this is our survey data. Here is our survey data. So from this data, we want to manage it in such a way which is representable, so that we can use it definitely. So as you can see, we can delete this, the base point. We can delete this, it's unnecessary. We can delete it. So from here, we want to manage our points. As you can see, our survey data, the annotation of our points, everything here, it's overcrowded. It doesn't have the real format. It doesn't have the actual position. So we want to correct for that. So what you simply do is you select one point here, then from there you right click. After that, you navigate to point group properties, so that you can edit the styles and the label text of our points. You click point group properties, then from there you can lock the object locked. You can say this, then you apply here. Then from there we want to reduce the point size of our marker, so you simply come here, then you say edit current selection. Then from there, as you can see, we are on marker, so we are using this marker. So what you do, you come on to marker size, then you can reduce it maybe to 1.5. You apply, you click OK. Then from there you can click apply. So as you can see, the point size of our markers have reduced from 2.5 to 1.5. Then from there you come on to point label style. So on point label style, we want the description only, the description of our points only. So you expand this, you come where we select where it says description only, then you can apply here. So as you can see, we are only left with the description. Then you click OK. So as you can see, our data here, it's overwriting on each other. So what you do is you can reduce the text of your point description. So you select one point, you right click, you navigate to point group properties. Then from there you want to reduce the text of our description. You come here, you edit the current selection, then from there you navigate to layout. After that you can reduce the text height of our description maybe to 1.7. I think we can say 1.75. I think it's okay. 1.75, it's okay. You click apply. Then from there we want to change the font. You click apply. Then from there we want to change the font of our text. So you come here, you click on here, you select everything which is inside this dialog box. Then you come on to format. Then from there come here, we change the color maybe to white. Then from there the font, you can use Cambria. Click here. Then from there you click OK. As you can see, the color of our text have changed from red to white. Then from there you can come here, then you can always change the color to white. Click the white color, click OK, you apply, then you say OK. Then from there you can apply. So as you can see, our text annotation for the point markers have changed to white, but here as you can see, the point marker, this is the point marker, and its annotation they are further away from each other, so we want to make the text annotation as close to the point marker. So what do? You simply do this, come on here, you edit the current selection, then from there we can move the text annotation on the X offset by, let's say, maybe we can say -1.5. You click apply, you click OK, you come here and see the changes. If you click apply, you are supposed to see the change. Click apply. So as you can see, our text for the point markers have shifted. So I think everything now is okay, but it seems as if our text height is still that big, so you can reduce it. Come here, you edit the current selection, then from there you can reduce the text height maybe from 1.20 to 1.35. you apply, you click OK, then from there you apply, then you click OK. So as you can see now, everything is now in order. Everything is now in order. These are our survey points. Everything is now in order. I think everything is okay in this section. Everything is okay. So to be able to view everything okay, maybe you can reduce the annotation scale of the current view here, maybe to 750. Yeah, 750 it's okay. Maybe you can reduce it to 500. Yeah, as you can see, everything is okay now. You can pan here to see your data. So these are our organized survey points. So in the first section, we said we are going to do data managing and organizing our survey points. So in this part, we are done with data management and organizing the survey points in a way which is representable. So what you come to do next, we want to create our surface creation using these survey points. So for us to be able to create the surface, you come here on the tool space bar, then you navigate to prospector, then from there as you can see, there is here, you click on where it says surfaces, then from there you right click, you create your surface. Click on here, create surface, you give the name of your surface, maybe you can say it's surface 1. Surface 1. So here everything is okay. As you can see, everything is okay. Then from there everything is okay for the description. Then in style, I think you can come and edit a few things here. I think everything is okay. Let us leave it. You can always edit it later on after creating the surface. So you click OK. So then from there you come on to surface, you expand this button, then from there you expand. As you can see, our surface 1 has been created. So you expand this button, then you navigate to definition, you expand this button, then from there you scroll down, then you go where it says point group properties. Here are my point group properties. You select it, you right click, then you add. Then from there, if you remember when we imported our survey points, we have created a point group which says a T point group. So you simply select the point group, select it, then you apply, then from there you click OK. So after clicking OK, as you can see, we have created our surface. We have created our surface. So this is our surface, this is our surface. So this green line is showing the border of the surface, the border of the surface. But as you can see, we have a few contour lines, and our contour lines are not that realistic. So what are we going to do? So I think for now these survey points they are not necessary, so you don't delete them. What you do, we need to hide them. So you select here, you right click, then you navigate to point group properties, then from there you come on point style, you choose where it says none. If you apply, you can see that our point markers, they are not going to be displayed in the model space. Click apply. So as you can see, our point markers are not yet displayed, but you still have their annotations. So we do the same here. You expand here, then from there you click none, then you say apply, then you click OK. So as you can see, we are now left with our surface. This is the surface. The green line, as I have said, is the border or the boundary of our surface. But from the looks of it, it seems as if our contours, they are not that realistic. They do not have that glimpse as of the contours. So that is what we want to rectify now. So what you do is you can simply select your surface, then from there you right click, then after that you navigate where it says edit surface style. Then from there we want to reduce maybe the minor interval for contours. Maybe you come here on contours, then from there expand this button where it says contour intervals, then from there the base elevation it's 0, then the minor interval maybe want to say it's 0.2, yeah, then you click apply. As you can see here, there's a change in our major interval. Our major interval is now 1. So then from there we want to make our contours realistic. You come on where it says contour smoothing. We want to smoothen our contours so that they have a realistic shape. You click on where it says true here, then from there you navigate to this bottom surface, then you select this. You can move it to increase its smoothing effect. If you click apply, you are supposed to see a change here. If you click apply, you can see that our contour interval have changed and the smoothing surfaces have changed. Then you click OK. So let us view the surface so that we can see our surface how it is. So as you can see, this is our surface. This is our surface. This is the surface, which is okay. But it seems like we have a few contours, so we can reduce our minor interval maybe to 0.1. So you can click the surface here, you right click, then from there you navigate to edit surface style, then from there you go on where it says contour intervals, you expand this button, then from there you click, you change the minor interval from 0.2 to 0.1, then from there you click apply. As you can see from the display here, our contours have changed from 0.2 to 0.1 to 0.1. Then from there you can click apply, then you click OK. So let us look at our surface here. This is our surface. As you can see, everything is correct and everything is in the right direction. But now we want to trim our surface. We don't want our surface extends to extend from this part maybe to this part, so we want to trim this part. Maybe it can, so that our surface can come through this way. So what are we going to do? We are going to create a polyline so that we can trim our surface. So for us to be able to draw the polyline, you can simply type polyline, or you can come here where it says polyline. So we are going to use the short command for polyline, which is PL. Then you click enter. Then from there you start to digitize. Here you can click here. This is the first point. Here. Then from there you click here. Then from there maybe you can click on here. Then from there you can click on here. So we want to create a polygon for the whole surface boundary. Okay, here I think you can click on here. Then we go on to the end, click on this point, you come here, you click here, you click here. Maybe for this point you click on here. Then from there, as you can see, our surface boundary is now enlarging, so we want to trim our surface so that it follows a smooth a narrow path. So from there, so from this point, maybe you can come on to here. Then from there you can come on to this point. Then from there maybe you can join here, then you click on the last point here. So when you are done, I think everything is now okay. But as you can see, our drawn polyline have got the same color with the contours. So what we can always change the color of our polyline. You select the polyline, and then from there you right click. After that you navigate to properties. So then from there you can change the color from white to maybe red. Yeah, I think red is okay, red. Then from there we can increase the line weight of our polyline boundary, of our new polyline boundary. Then from there you can come where it says line weight, you click here, you expand. Then from there you can choose 0.3. then from there you can say, you can press escape, then you can close this one. So as you can see, our polyline we have changed the color of our polyline, but we want to increase its line weight. You can come here and those three buttons where it says customization, you click here, then you can tick here. So as for my PC, it's already ticked the line weight. Then from there, to increase, to see the changes, what you simply do is you come on here to show or hide line weight. We want to show here. So as you can see, this is the, as you can see, there's a change in the line weight of our new boundary. So we want to trim all the contours which are outside our new boundary. So how do we go about it? So before we trim anything, we want to hide this borderline of our contours or of our surface. So what do? You select the surface, you right click, you navigate where it says edit surface style. Then from there you come on to display here. Then from there, as you can see on component type, there is this part which says border. You come here on the visibility part, you disable it by clicking here. Then from there you can apply to see the changes. As you apply, you can see that our border is now not visible, it's invisible. Then you click OK. So as I have said, we want our contours to be within this boundary. So we do not want the contours which are outside this defined boundary. So what you simply do, you come on to prospector. Then from there you go on to the surface, your surface, which is surface 1. Then from there you go on to definition. Then from there you click on where it says boundaries. Then from there you click add. Then from there you add the name of the boundary. You can say it's a buffer line, buffer. Then from there you can expand where it says type. If you expand, as you can see, we want to trim contours which are outside our boundary, or which are outside our buffer, or which are outside our polyline. So we are going to use outer here. Then from there everything is okay. Then you can click OK. So if you look here, it says select the object. So our object is our buffer line, which is the polyline in red color. If you select it, you can see that the contour lines which were here, they are now trimmed. So when you are done, I think everything will be okay here. So what you simply do, you come here, you can minimize this, I think for now, if everything is okay, we have created our surface. Then the last part which we are left with, it's the labeling of our contours. We want to label our contours so that we can know the elevation of each contour line at maybe at a certain interval. So what do you do here? You select your surface. Then from there you navigate to here where it says add labels. Then you can expand this button. Then from there, in this case, we are going to add our surface labels, maybe to using this contour single labeling. Select there. Then from there, select the contour line. If you see here, it says select the contour line. We're going to do random labeling. Maybe I can label this one. Okay, we have labeled this one. You can label this one. Then from there, I think you can label this one again. Then from there, it's a random sampling. You can label this one. You're simply selecting any contour line which you wish to label. Then from there you can select this one. From here I can select this one. From here I can select this one. So when you are done, you simply press escape. So if we zoom in here, as you can see here, we have labeled our contours. Here we have labeled our contours. This is our contour. Here this is our contour. So what do we do next? We want to maybe edit the styles of our contour labels. So you simply select here your contour label. Then from there you right click, you go on to properties. Then from there we go on to where it says masking. Then we want to label our contours. From the contour, select here. Then from there, I think everything is okay, but we want to change the color, the text of our contour labels. Then from there you can say, you can come here, can click here, then create or edit we're going to edit the major labels. Then from there you can come here, then you edit the current selection. Then from there I think everything is okay. Maybe we want to change. I think everything is okay. From there you can come here so that you can change the font of the contour labels. Then from there you come on, you select everything inside this dialog box. Then from there you come on to format. After that you choose maybe the color, it's okay. Then from there we do not want the font type of simplex, maybe we want Times New Roman. So here we can use any font which you prefer. Then you click OK. Then from there click apply. Then you say OK. Then you click OK. So as you can see, I think everything have changed. Then you come and do the same for the minor intervals. You select here, you come here to properties. Then from there come and select here, you expand, create or edit new. Want to edit for the minor axis, you come here, you edit the current selection. Then from there we can always change the color. I think the color is okay here. Then from there we can change our font to Times New Roman. Select everything which is inside this dialog box. You come on to format, you change the font we want Times New Roman. Times New Roman, here it is. Then you click OK, you apply to the system, you click OK, then you apply. As you can see, there's a change here. Then you click escape. So I think for now everything is okay. So here everything is okay. Maybe you can close this window. Here everything is okay. Then from there we want to display our contours maybe or on a page. So you come on to layout, you click here where it says layout number 1. But as you can see, this is the layout page. So we want to change the name of the layout page. You come here, you come on to page setup. Then from there you click on modify. After that you change the name of the layout. So here you come here, then you want it's here. As you can see, we are working with the DWG file. We want to convert it, let's say, to a PDF. Here you click here, then you choose the paper size here. As for me, I usually prefer using iOS A1. So you come and select your iOS A1. Here it is my iOS A1. You select it. Then from there you come and change the drawing orientation. My drawing orientation is landscape, which is okay. Then everything is okay. You click OK, then you click close. So then from there we want to display our contour on this paper so that we can print it to a PDF. So then from there everything is okay. So what you do, you come on here to paper, you come there and select pan. You pan your drawing to be at the center. Then from there you come here to this button. You can change the scale. Maybe the scale we want to use 2500. As you can see, nothing is visible to see. You can always change the scale. You can change the scale to maybe 1:2000. As you can see, our scale is not, everything is not yet still visible. Maybe we can change our scale to 1000. I think there's a little change here, but we can always change it. You can come here, then you can use 1:750. Still it's okay. Then you can come here, you can use maybe 1:500. Still it's okay. It's not that yet visible, but you can always use 1:200. I think 1:200 is now okay. Then you can pan the drawing here, press this, then you can lock your drawing. Then from there you click on paper, After that, when you are done, you can zoom in. So here are your contours, the border and the contour annotation. So as you can see, the scale which we have used is not displaying everything. So the other sections of the contours which are left, you can always create other new layouts so that you can print separate documents of the whole drawing. Then from there, we want to plot our drawing. So what you do is you come here on, click here on plot, then from there you come on to preview, and then from there you can see this is your drawing. Then from there you can always come here on plot, then from there you choose the location of your document. So I want to save my PDF document on desktop, then you choose the folder. My folder is AT. Then from there, the name of the file name, I want to name it surface creation layout number 1. Then from there you can save it. Okay, so here is our drawing, but usually I don't use this I don't usually use the Microsoft Edge to read my documents, so I can close this one. Then from there, let us navigate to the drawing. You can close this one, you can close this one. Then from there you can open this folder where we have saved our document. Then our document, we have said it's surface creation layout number 1. You select it, you right click, then you can always open. I can use Adobe Reader. Click here, then from there we can always increase our scale to the actual size, which is 100%. Then from there we can move this here so that we can see the drawing. So as you can see, everything is okay. This red line is the buffer, is our defined buffer for our survey data. Then this one, the annotation for the contour labels. Then from there, as you can simply see, everything is okay. Everything is okay. This is the annotation. I think everything was okay. So that is all on how to manage our survey data and how to create the surface from the imported survey data. I think everything is okay, but before we can end this tutorial, we can close this one, close this. We can navigate back to Civil 3D software, close this, then you can come on to model space. Then from there, as we can see that we have disabled our survey data, our survey points. So if you want, let's say, to display them maybe for future use, you can simply do this. You come on to prospector here, then from there you come on to point groups, you select the point groups, you expand this button. Then from there, our point group, we named it AT point group, you select it. Then from there you right click, then you go on to properties. Then after that, this page is going to show. Then from there you can always change the point from none to maybe basic. If you apply, you can see that our point markers are going to be labeled on the model space if you apply. So as you can see, these are our points here, our points in red. Then from there you can always do the same for the description. You click here. If you apply, you can see that the text annotation for the point markers is going to be displayed. If you click apply here, you can see that. So that is all. If you want to retrieve your points or your survey data back. So I was just simply showing you, so you can do this. So you can select none here. If you apply, you can see that there's no change. Then from there's a change, you can do this the same here for the points, apply, then you are okay. Okay, thank you all for watching this tutorial. we will meet next in our next tutorial. So you can close this one. You can say yes, I want to save it for the future use, since we are going to proceed with our survey data. So that is all for today. So in this section we have managed to do section number 1 as we have already stated in the beginning of this tutorial. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much. Thank you.